Okay, I'm gonna show you the basics of creating a proposal. Often after you sign in Element, you will land the home dashboard page. You will want to go to this side of the menu, hit estimates, click estimate list. This is one of the ways of creating a proposal. This is the one that I use most of the time. You're gonna click here under plus estimate, choose a standard. Service is only for maintenance, so if it's not a maintenance proposal, you're gonna select the standard. The contact, you should have already the contact on the platform. There is another video explaining how to add contacts. This contact is being on our system for a while. We have done a lot of projects for them. It's King Springs Elementary. We wait until LMN collects all the information that we need. The contact person that is shown is Sharon Hardy, and most of the time you're gonna see the owner's name or the builder, or it's often one person, but in this case we have two people. I'm gonna select Kate Sullivan just because it's the one that I've been talking to. The job site name, we only have one in here, so just keep it that way because this is correct. The project is gonna be done at the school premises. The division is going to be always PTL installation unless you are building a maintenance proposal. Salesperson is going to be Chad. This is me, the estimator. And then you click create. Now, this is the main page for the contact information on this particular project. We want to name the proposal right away. It's a synthetic turf installation for the main area. I'm gonna call it like that just because that's how we've been calling it all this time with the client. And this is what you want to do. The referral was done. This is a repeat client, so if you can find that, that's great. If not, you can just say whatever suits better for the referral, whatever is more accurate. This case is a previous customer, and then you just go to work areas and pricing. So nothing has happened yet. This is 0, 0. We're gonna start by creating a work area. So it's gonna be synthetic turf installation, and you have to select a cost code always. If not, you won't be able to export it to QuickBooks. These are all the cost codes that exist, so you will click on the one under the one that suits better our work area. In this case, it's going to be a synthetic turf installation. Always click in both of these, hit OK, keep saving. So now we have the work area. This is the title that the client is going to see on the proposal. Now we are going to add items or templates. This is the list or the menu that will help you to add different kinds of items to your proposal. In this case, because it's a synthetic turf installation, we already have templates. And all the templates that have to do with synthetic turf installation start with the word synthetic. So we're gonna click and see how many of those templates do I have. And we have a list of 6 templates available for you. In this case, we are gonna use the landscape grass because that's what the client is demanding. We're gonna click on the plus sign and you'll see the template is displayed. Just click save, and now your work area has items. So this project is for 7,252 square feet. I like to put the real number in here because it helps me to differentiate between the actual square footage and the turf that I'm gonna buy with waste, right? So I often fill this out first, but you can do it in a different order. I'm gonna say that we are gonna order 7,500 square feet of turf in this case. For an area like this, I'm gonna say it's gonna take us 8 days with the four-man crew, so 320 hours, and we go with 8 days. I'm assuming in this case we're gonna do a bobcat instead of a dingo, so I'm gonna delete dingo. Sometimes we do both. We are using just one type of turf, so I'm just gonna delete this one. We are not using PET 55. We are using Cali 73 in this case. This is just for exercising purposes. The infill, the formula is the square footage times 3 because that's the depth, divided in 50 because that's the weight of each bag, right? So that's about that's 435 bags. And then I'm gonna say linear feet for something like that. I'm gonna say we're gonna need 160 nailer boards, and then if we need 160, then we multiply that by 3 for the stakes that we will need for that amount of linear footage. With 89 stone, we apply this formula: 3 divided by 12 times the square feet area divided by 27, and then we obtain a number that you'll multiply by 75 and 0.85 depending on what stone you're calculating. So 89 is going to be 50 tons, and 57 is going to be 57 tons. For this amount of turf, I'm thinking that maybe let's go safe and use 15 gallons. And I'm gonna say 3 and 3, yes, 15 gallons and 990 feet of tape, just to be sure. So let's save it. Now we see that the profit is not the same, and we might want to just make it all uniform. I'm gonna say 20% because that's what we use most of our beads, but you will want to ask your salesman what will be the profit that we are trying to aim here to. For projects this big, sometimes the profit goes down because of the size of the project. Now you have your proposal done, and because this was already a template, when you go to client notes, you're gonna see already the description, the basic description of what we do, which is an order, see nailer board, then we do the stone, then we install the turf, and then we install the infill sand, right? On this X, we are gonna just put the right area to install, and then this is your proposal. You have 321 hours. This is the description of everything, and that's all you need to know to create a proposal. Now, if there are things that you like to add that are not in here, let's say in this case in particular, we will need a mini X. It's not common to use a mini X on these kind of projects, so it's not on the template, but you just go to equipment and you just type mini, and you can add it just by clicking in here, and just at the time that you will be using this equipment. You can also organize the order of these items. So I like to put the mini X right where the equipment is at, so I'm gonna put it at number 6. Most of the time you will be able to alter these prices. You can't see. So if you need to, just go ahead and do it. there are there is a document on Monday that will show you the parts, each component of each of proposal, so you can just open that document and it will tell you more about this page. But this is how a proposal works for now. Make sure that the client notes make sense for your project. There are cases where the client is providing the stone, so just make sure to make a note in here saying that the client is providing the stone, and make sure to delete the stone from here. If we are installing the stone, make sure to keep the labor exactly as it is, because the labor remains the same. It's just the materials that the client is providing. And that's it.